Did you know that the death toll for the American Revolution War was between 25,000 to 70,000? The American Revolution's death toll was significant because the American colonies only had a population of 2 million people at the time. More than 1% of the colonist population died as a result of the war. During the American Revolution, people had fought for self-governance, representation in government, and the right for no taxation without representation. Colonists had also believed in life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, also known as natural rights. They demanded to be represented in the British Parliament. The colonists really liked to have the freedom to practice their own religion, and they even considered the protection of their property as a right. During the American Revolution, the colonies involved were the 13 colonies, which included New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. At the beginning of the American Revolution in 1763, following the French and Indian War, Britain makes new taxes on the colonies to cover war debts, which led anger among colonists. In 1765, the Stamp Act is passed, requiring colonists to pay a tax on printed materials like newspapers and legal documents, leading to protests and the formation of the Stamp Act Congress. In 1767, the Townshend Acts are now in action, leading to duties on various goods imported to the colonies, further making the colonists angry. In 1770, British soldiers opened fire to a crowd of colonists, leading to 5 fatalities called the Boston Massacre. In 1773, the Tea Act is passed, which led people selling tea to the colonies without paying taxes. Because of that, colonists dumped tea into the Boston Harbor, also known as the Boston Tea Party. In 1774, the Intolerable Acts were passed by Parliament as a response to the Boston Tea Party, including harsher punishments for colonial stubbornness and increased military in Boston. In April 1775, the Battle of Lexington and Concord had begun. The quote-unquote "shots heard around the world" marked the beginning of the American Revolution War. In May 1775, the Second Continental Congress makes a Continental Army, George Washington as its leader. In July 4, 1776, the Declaration of Independence is signed. The Declaration of Independence marked the separation of the British. In 1777, the Battle of Saratoga has happened, which is considered a turning point in the war. This is because France had joined the war on America's side. In 1781, British General Cornwallis was forced to surrender, which led to the end of major combat. And lastly, in 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed, which ended the American Revolution War.